Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has dismissed commissioners and public officers affected by the Supreme Court judgment that nullified decisions of the Victor Oko-Jumbo-led faction of the State Assembly. He made the announcement in Port Harcourt during a valedictory section with his cabinet to mark Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. Fubara thanked the outgoing officials for their service, reaffirmed his commitment to renewed governance, and urged Nigerians to support President Bola Tinubu's efforts towards peace and national progress. He also called for reflection on the lessons of the state's recent political crisis and emergency rule. The Supreme Court had earlier recognized the Martins Amehule-led faction loyal to former Governor and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike as the authentic Rivers Assembly. This ruling voided approvals given by the Oko-Jumbo faction, leading to the disengagement of affected commissioners. What do you make of this story, Ndamzi?
Thank you very much, Laurentia. The governor of Rivers State, and as well every governor in Nigeria under Section 192 of the 1999 Constitution has the power to appoint commissioners and other appointees of government. But the Rivers matter was a peculiar one because the Supreme Court declared no governance here in Rivers State. So the commissioners in the first instance never existed in the eyes of the law because the House of Assembly members that screened them didn't meet the requisite two-thirds majority as allowed by the Constitution. So I commend the governor anyway for dismissing them at this point, because that would have come earlier when that judgment was given by the Supreme Court. But save for the emergency rule, maybe he didn't find time to hold such valedictory section with them to thank them for the time they put in with him in government. So, but in my view as a lawyer, I believe that the commissioners never existed in the eyes of the law, because you can't put something on nothing and think it will stand. They never existed. Oko-Jumbo were never the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly in the eyes of the law. The nominated commissioners by the governor then were never existed. The only commissioners that existed in the eyes of the law during this tenure of Governor Siminalayi Fubara were those who Martins and co screened, and the governor confirmed their appointment, allotted portfolios, but when the political crisis began, they resigned. Those were the validly appointed commissioners in the state. So these guys that he just dismissed and thanked never existed. They were never commissioners. Looking at the implication of this scenario that played out, it also means that every other thing done by Edison here when he was Speaker and Oko-Jumbo as well are both null and void. Yes, of course. Edison was never Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly. The Supreme Court was very emphatic on that judgment that the only recognized Speaker Rivers State House of Assembly was Martins Amehule. Edison never existed. Oko-Jumbo never existed. They were mere members of Rivers State House of Assembly as at then. Okay. Now, moving forward, on the September 18th, as the Rivers State House of Assembly resumed their functions, one of the things they did was to also call on the governor to present the budget and all, as well as commissioner nominees for appointment. One would say, to a large extent, if these sacked commissioners did perform in any way, did perform well during their time, even though not recognized by the law, could also be, their names could be resubmitted if the governor so wishes. Yes, of course. It is just the sole prerogative power of the governor to appoint whomever he so wishes, whomever he thinks has the capacity to man whichever ministry he wants to allot the person. So if the governor tomorrow nominates Laurentia to be Commissioner for Women Affairs, it stands. Nobody has the locus to say Laurentia won't be, because the Constitution is very, very clear that he alone, under Section 192 sub 1, have the powers under the 1999 Constitution as amended in 2023 to nominate such persons to such a exalted position.
All right, very well.